Boys and girls, I wonder how many of you will obey right away with a happy heart. Students watching, make sure that you are also joining us as we practice. Class, stand. Class, be seated. I wonder if our students watching were a little bit faster than the friends in our classroom. I think they were. Class, stand. That was so much better, students in our classroom. Class, be seated. Girls, stand. Girls, be seated. Boys, stand. Boys, be seated. Students watching, stand. Oh, I am so glad that you obeyed your teacher right away. Class, stand. Class, be seated. Let's see if you remember which table you sit at. Table 1, stand. That was quick, but make sure we have self-control. You may be seated. Table 2, stand. Thank you. Wonderful. Table 3, stand. That was terrific. You may be seated. Girls, stand. Girls, be seated. Boys, stand. Boys, be seated. Are you watching? Oh, you friends at table 2, you remember that sometimes my lips don't even have to talk. Students watching, did you see that? Did you stand with us? That was wonderful. I am thankful for the friends that we have in our classroom today. Our friends are special. We're going to become good friends. We're going to work together. We're going to learn together. Let's sing My Friend. I have a friend who knows my name. We have great fun when we play a game. We never argue or push or pout. We always help each other out. I have a friend and you do too. That's true because my friend is you. I have a friend and you do too. That's true because my friend is you. I would like for the friends in our classroom to stand. When it's time to point, I want you to point to one of your friends in our classroom. Let's sing. I have a friend who knows my name. We have great fun when we play a game. We never argue or push or pout. We always help each other out. I have a friend and you do too. That's true because my friend is you. I have a friend and you do too. That's true because my friend is you. Thank you. Please be seated. In a previous lesson, we said the alphabet. I went across the top of our classroom pointing to those letters. I stopped once. Today, will I stop once, twice, 3 times, or will he go very fast? You follow our pointer as we say the letters of the alphabet. Begin. A, B, C, D. That was wonderful. E, F, G, H, I, J. Good watching eyes. K, L, M, N, O, P. I tried to catch you, but you are staying right with your teacher. Keep up the great work today. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Oh, I tried. X, Y, Z. Those letters are so important. We're going to learn the sound that each of those letters make, and we will be able to read. I want you to learn every sound. I'm going to teach you how to put those sounds together so that you can read words. It is so exciting. We learned a letter in a previous lesson. I wonder what letter is right here. Oh, I'm gonna need some helpers. What is his name? Kylie, I love your hard work. Say hi, capital I.
Hi, capital I.
Capital I is when he is very big. He is a tall man, little hat, little shoes. Say that with your teacher. Tall man, little hat, little shoes. This is capital I. Capital I, hoo.
Capital I, hoo.
Capital I, yay.
Capital I, yay.
Capital I, yeehaw.
Capital I, yeehaw.
Oh, I love the smiles that I see on your face. It is fun to say capital I, fun ways. Students watching, I hope you enjoy that as well. Capital I, he is a tall man, little hat, little shoes. Say hi, capital I.
Hi, capital I.
Now, capital I is when he is very big, but sometimes he's not so big. Sometimes he is just little. What is his name?
Little I.
Say hello, little I.
Hello, little I.
Little I is a short man with a dot. His hat blew away in the wind. He is a short man with a dot. His hat blew away in the wind. Oh, this is little I. Say little I, hoo.
Little I, hoo.
Little I, whoosh.
Little I, whoosh.
Little I, mamma mia.
Little I, mamma mia.
Little I is when he is not so big. Now I have capital I and I have little I. Will you be able to tell me if it is capital I or little I?
Capital I.
Way to go, friends.
Capital I.
Capital I. I wanted to trick you on that.
Capital I.
Way to go.
Capital I. Little
Oh, you did it. Give yourself a pat on the back. As much as I tried to trick you, I was not able. Go ahead and put your hands back in your lap. So I have capital I and I have little I. These letters are special because they say something. They say I, I, I. What do they say? Girls, what do they say? Boys, what do they say? Students watching, what do they say? What do you think they said, Lincoln? Stand. You are correct. They said I, I, I. I'm going to take capital I and little I, and I'm just going to let them rest right there for a second. Look here at my card. I says, just listen. I says I as an inchworm. I says I, I, I. Say it with me. I says I as an inchworm. I says I, I, I. I, I, I. Whoosh. You look like great basketball players. Class, stand. Thank you for that fast obedience, Michaela. Begin. I says I as an inchworm. I says I. Please be seated. I want to have a contest. In our classroom, I wonder who will say it together like a team. I'm going to call on tables out of order. You be ready. When I call your table or students watching, make sure you stand. Table number 2. Stand. Table 2. Begin. I says
as an inchworm. I says
You ready? Have a seat. Table 1. Stand.
I says as an inchworm. I says
That was terrific. Table 3. Stand.
I says as an inchworm. I says
Class, stand. Let's say it like a baker. Go ahead and mix it. I says as an inchworm. I says mamma mia. You may be seated. Capital I and little I are so very special. Now, your teacher is going to need some help. I am going to call on a friend to find capital I and little I right here. So come up to the front here, Kylie, and stand right here. And you be ready to point to capital I and little I. Listen carefully. I would like for you, Sky, to come to the front, and I want you to circle capital I's over here. You're going to come to the front for me, please, Olivia, and you're going to circle the little I's here, and I'm going to need some friends to look this way. You can go ahead and begin finding them. Let's look right this way. Here, your teacher has all of these letters, and we're going to need to circle little I. Come to the front and point to little I for me, Kai. Come find a little I for your teacher. Oh, if he is right, give him a great big smile. Thank you, Kai. Come to the front and find little I for me, Safa. Point to little I. That was great. Go to your seat. And I think we're all done. We don't have any more little I's on our board. Oh, you see another? Come find that for me, Lincoln. Come find that last little I. Thank you so much, sir, for finding that. You did a wonderful job. Okay. Look at Kylie. Kylie, what are you pointing to right here?
Capital I.
Can you say it louder?
Capital I.
And this is what?
Little I.
It is little I. Give me a double high five. Way to go. She was thinking. Let's see how our friends did. You could go back to your seat. They were supposed to circle capital I's and little I's. So let's look. Oh, that's a capital I. I'm going to give it a smile. This is what letter? Little I. That gets a star. What letter is this, students watching only? Students watching, did you say capital I? If you did, your teacher is so proud of you. Way to go, friend, in our classroom. And we're all done. We've already looked at all of our capital I's. We've looked at all of our little I's. Is that right? Oh, it's not right. Did I forget? What did I forget? What letter did I forget?
Little I.
I forgot the little I over here. I love the way that they circled it. They did a fantastic job. I'm proud of your hard work. Put your eyes on your teacher. I want you to listen very carefully. We're going to have the opportunity to do a paper. We're going to listen. We're going to follow directions. Class, stand. Students watching and getting your paper, make sure you follow the directions given to you by your on-site teacher. Students, stand behind your chairs. Kai, go behind your chair. That was great. Tessa, what a good example. Quietly turn your chairs. Make sure that the friends in the middle, Micah, Michaela, Carter, Carson, Kai, and Kylie, that you make sure that you let the friends on the ends go quickly and quietly. Look at you waiting so patiently. Good work. Have a seat, Carter. You are ready to begin. When you get your paper, your teacher would like for you to take your paper off the top and pass that paper. Maybe there's a paper in here that doesn't belong to a friend at your spot. Mrs. Turner will take care of that in just a minute. Take your paper and pass it. Just take the paper off of the top. Take the top paper and pass it. Take your paper and pass it. Just take it and pass it. Take your paper off of the top. You're doing great. Just take it off of the top. Take your paper and pass it. You are doing wonderful. Love your hard work. Thank you so much, Kai. Take your paper off of the top and pass that paper. Boys and girls, as you continue to pass your paper, there are a few things that I would like for you to do. I want you to have a happy paper for your teacher. You might think, Mrs. Turner, I don't remember from our last lesson what a happy paper means. So let me show you. Look here on this board. I've got special magnet friends. Do you see their smiley faces? They're smiling at your teacher because they are where they need to be. Now your paper will be a happy paper if you slant it. You're going to make sure that both smiles can be seen. You're going to make sure that you have a happy paper. So make sure you can see both of them. We're going to slant them. Oh, I can tell you're trying. Thank you so much. Let's just put it right there. Fantastic. Listen carefully. In your desk, you have your basket. That basket does not come out of your desk. However, take out your crayon box and put it on your house, on your name tag, with a drawer facing you. I love the way Callie did this. Her crayon box is on her name tag. She listened very carefully. She followed all of our directions. Way to go. Take out your crayon box, Carter. Great. Take out your blue crayon. And when I say pop, put your elbow on the table and hold it properly. Pop. How do you hold that crayon? Tommy thumb and Peter pointer. Pinch it. It rests on Toby Tallman. Let's look at our paper. The direction says fill in the bubble under each picture with the I sound. Let's look at the first picture. It is a ball. Do you hear I in ball? You do not, so we're not going to fill that in. Let's go to the cap. Do you hear I in cap? You do not. Go to the next picture. I have a mitt. Do you hear I in mitt? Yes, so let's fill in that bubble below the mitt. Let's go to the next row. We have a dog. Do you hear I in dog? You do not, so we're gonna leave it. Go to the next picture. That's a picture of milk. Do you hear I in milk? Yes, you do. So let's fill in the bubble below the milk. It is so important that we follow directions. Put your eyes here on your teacher. In section 2, the direction says color the capital I's blue. So here is your blue crayon. You're going to color every capital I blue. You may begin. Go to the bottom. Let's start coloring every capital I blue. Now you're going to be able to take your time and make this a lot neater. Mrs. Turner just wants to be able to show you. Look on my chalkboard. When I colored every capital I blue, what did I make? I made a what? Capital I. There's another part of your directions. It says color the little I's. What color is this? Students watching, what color? Red. You're going to color all of the little I's red. So color your little I's red. And then you're going to have capital I in blue. You're going to have little I in red. Oh, as I'm looking out, I see friends that are holding that crayon so carefully. Remember to hold it at the bottom. You want to be gentle. Color in one direction, up and down or side to side. There you go. Wonderful. Let's put this finger behind it. And you can finish coloring all of your capital I's. Make sure that capital I is blue. And then when you finish capital I, you may start coloring little I red. May I borrow your paper, please? Oh, I want you to look right here, students watching, students in our classroom. Look at this paper. This friend in our class followed directions. He colored capital I's blue. He colored little I's red. And we have a capital I, a tall man, little hat, little shoes. We have little I. He is a short man with a dot, his hat blue all way. Oh, I am so thankful for friends in our classroom and for friends watching who are giving God their best on their paper today.